Hello. Welcome to the channel, my name is Wash. Today we're trying something new. This is Lifeblood, a potential new series where we discuss video game franchises, their history, and what makes them unique. With that being said, grab your jump kit and prepare for Titanfall. Titanfall has a turbulent history, dating as far back as March 1, 2010 with Jason West and Vince Zampella being removed from Infinity Ward Studios. West and Zampella would found Respawn Entertainment in April of the same year. Later that summer it was revealed that 38 Infinity Ward employees left to sign on with Respawn. The studio would then start development of Titanfall in 2011 after much internal debate. The game would be published by Electronic Arts exclusively for Windows, Xbox One and Xbox 360. Titanfall at its core is a 6v6 multiplayer shooter. What made it different from all other shooters at the time was its movement. Combat was fast, frenetic, and had a level of verticality not seen in other console shooters. Players stepped into the boots of pilots, elite soldiers on the frontier colonies of space. Armed with a variety of weapons, and a jump kit that allowed for double jumping, wall running, and going up the wrong side of a zip line, players could experience the genre in a whole new way. Players also had access to Titans, massive mechanized battlesuits that acted as a second skin. Titans had a wide customization system that made combat unpredictable at best. While being highly popular at its March 2014 release, the game would quickly hemorrhage players. A lack of game modes and maps at launch caused many players to leave the game behind shortly after release. Both paid and free DLC would release later on, but it would be too little too late to save the game. 1 year after release, all DLC would become free for the franchise's first birthday. This caused a slight increase in player count and desegregated the community. This shot of adrenaline would be short-lived though. As Respawn began work on Titanfall 2, they started with every customer complaint. Titanfall 2 would attempt to address every issue its predecessor faced, and boy did Respawn deliver. Beginning development in mid-2014, Respawn set out to redeem themselves in the eyes of their small, but dedicated fan base. First and foremost was a true single-player campaign. Titanfall 2 has one of the most visually stunning and engaging campaigns of 2016. Taking full advantage of the improved movement system, the campaign features vast levels with varied terrain, weapons, enemies, and combat. One mission in particular innovates in a way that adds new depth and puzzle-solving skills. Time travel. That's right, traveling in time to avoid obstacles in both the past and present in an effort to solve the mystery of a ruined IMC complex and uphold the mission. This was a bold risk, but it paid off in the end with the mission being praised by fans and critics alike. The multiplayer had a rougher development cycle. Respawn slowed down player movement and increased the aim assist in an effort to make the game more accessible. This, however, alienated longtime players and almost stripped the franchise of its identity during the open multiplayer beta. There were upsides to the beta. Players got to experience the new weapon customization system and see just how many new weapons were added. Visual customization for pilots, Titans and weapons made its debut. Passive Titan generation was removed and even the Titans themselves were fundamentally changed. 6 Titans with unique kits replaced the 3 highly customizable frames of the previous title. While this was initially a point of contention for fans, time was all that was needed to love the new Titans' personalities. Old game types returned and new ones rose to prominence. While the beta's bounty hunt mode would never be as popular as the classic attrition, it is widely accepted by the community as a fun and sometimes frustrating game type. Live Fire launched with the A Glitch in the Frontier update. Its highly competitive team-oriented playstyle gained popularity quickly. Even a new Titan was added in the Monarch's Reign update. An improved Frontier defense would eventually launch with the Operation Frontier Shield update. New systems like the Armory and Aegis ranks make each match of Frontier defense unique, and everything a player buys from the Armory can impact the outcome of the next round. Respawn continually updated and rebalanced the game up to the postcards from the Frontier update. Additional content was free for all players as not to divide the player base, and microtransactions were honest and transparent. Players knew what they were buying and everything in the game's shop was purely cash-based. No premium currency. No tricks, no gimmicks. Many people herald this as an example of what developers should model MTX systems after. So, with all of the improvements, why did Titanfall 2 sell less than its predecessor? Titanfall 2 was released in a bad spot. Industry giant Battlefield 1 launched just a week before Titanfall 2 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare just a week after. This was a David and Goliath situation in which our metaphorical David had no hope of winning. While Respawn worked on the game, Electronic Arts ran the game's advertising. The methods of advertising were strange and sometimes confrontational, taking advantage of the general animosity that Call of Duty garnered with their reveal trailer for Infinite Warfare. Crammed between two titans of the game industry and paired with a subpar and sometimes strange advertising campaign, Titanfall 2 was doomed to reduce sales. That isn't the end of Titanfall though. Electronic Arts bought Respawn Entertainment in 2017. Titanfall 3 will be developed and dedicated fans are excited to see what the future holds. It's the dedication and love that Respawn and Titanfall fans pour into the games that keep the franchise alive and healthy. On January 8, 2019 there were approximately 1,500 players on Titanfall for the Xbox One. I should know, I was one of them. All footage for this video was captured on the afternoon of January 8, 2019. Titanfall 2 has an even larger active player base and many of them log in daily to get their fill of mech-on-mech destruction. Here's to the future of Titanfall.